welcome. Week 9 of the college football season, and you're with the two brothers and Couch Potato Sports Gambling Podcast. I got my brother Matthew here, my ugly friend Ben here, and Daniel myself. Alright, last week was a good week for all of us when it came down to locks.
Smoking hot week.
I didn't keep my record. My apologies, but I was 3-0 on my locks. Ben and Matthew were 3-1 on their locks. Huge wins. They both actually killed it. They kept their records.
18-4 overall.
Ben killed it. Matthew, you killed it too.
29-11.
We're fire. I mean, I didn't track my things because all I do is count how much money I win.
I was up over $100.
So I was happy.
I was very happy.
I mean,
I even hit parlays.
I didn't lose money.
I even hit parlays. I never hit parlays.
All right, but hey, good slate of Week 9 games. This is an important week because a lot of teams have games next week or off weeks.
A lot of teams are on the bye this week, too.
Yeah. So let's get through it. A lot to go through. Again, everyone at home, bet responsibly. Our numbers come from the FanDuel Sportsbook app, which is now live in a couple states. In no way we're sponsoring this. This is just the app that we use.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Not
this is where our lines are coming from. Let's get to it, though. Today is Friday, October the 25th, and we do start the day off with a game at 9 p.m. tonight, a Friday game.
It's Friday.
SMU was a good game yesterday, Thursday.
Don't want to talk about it.
We won't talk about it. But today we have another good game. USC is traveling to Colorado. USC is now a 10.5-point favorite. The line has dropped. I believe it started at 11.5 or 12.
No, it started at 14.
Yeah,
Oh, it did start up
was
at
way
14,
up.
so it's dropped a lot. USC is now at 10.
If anybody can talk about how bad Colorado is, it's you, Daniel. You loved them twice, and they shit the bed tremendously.
They won me a lot of money the first week of the season.
That's 1 week.
And
What
then
have
I
they
bet
done
on
for you
them.
lately?
I bet on them for the next 2 weeks straight.
And they were horrible. Horrible. Blown out of the water. Thanks for coming. So that's where I'm starting right there. Colorado stinks.
They actually made a 30 for 30 on Colorado.
And they stink.
And they stink. And now SMU is good.
They stink. They stink. USC should absolutely roll them.
I think USC rolls here. Their
Yeah.
quarterback's playing amazing. I think their team is...
They just put up 41 at Arizona. They were at home.
I love it.
They lost to 3.
Colorado stinks. Just all around.
They
They're
lost
awful.
by 3 at Notre Dame. They're USC's playing good football.
They're just playing awful all around.
And USC's playing good.
I'm sick and tired of it. I'm purely sick and tired of this joke.
Yeah, I really like USC minus 11.
I
Really
mean-
like them.
Well, it's 10.5 now. I'm going with 10.5.
Yeah, I don't think Colorado
Well, hold on. Real quick here. Let me just give out. Over-under for this game is
60-something.
64.5.
I'm staying away from that. I don't think Colorado puts up as many points
Under.
as people think. I agree, if anything. But I think USC absolutely rolls them to win the game by at least 14. I think it should have stayed at 14. People are getting all bet happy seeing the Colorado money line and betting on that, and I think it's dumb. I think you just lost a bunch of money. Definitely like USC in this game.
Whew, it's
for
going to be
10.5.
cold.
That's fine.
It's 57 right now, so I'm just assuming that's going to drop.
Well, yeah.
All
It's
right.
football weather.
Football weather. All right, let's move on here.
Do you ask him?
I wouldn't touch the game. I just like the
Yeah,
under.
I had a feeling that he didn't want to touch that game, Ben.
Fair enough.
Should know better.
How did you know? You don't know.
I just know you.
He actually reads minds.
All right, so let's jump to the next game here. This game probably would have been a lot bigger if one of the teams didn't blow it last week.
I called that correctly, so
Plus 31 was pretty easy.
You didn't call the win. You called
No.
the coverage.
yeah.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah,
Plus
but
31 is plus 31.
I bet you a
But
lot of people blow a lot of money on
Wisconsin is
Wisconsin to
traveling to the
cover.
horseshoe
Thanks
of
for letting
Ohio
me talk.
State.
words.
Ohio State's a 14.5-point favorite. here.
English.
I buy it down to 14. I like Ohio State, buy it to 14.
I might do a teaser and hopefully get like a 12.5 line.
Yeah, get something low.
That's what I want to do here.
But I think Ohio State is a more superior football team. They actually have a quarterback. Wisconsin showed they don't have a quarterback. He stinks.
Oh, they've always had quarterbacks that stink, except Russell Wilson.
Yeah. So, but I think Ohio State, they'll at least push the 14. I would take it at 14. I would buy that half a point.
Yeah, the half point might screw you.
I would buy the half point. I think it's important.
What do you think?
They're going to win my game by 17, so it won't matter. I love them at 14.5.
You love Ohio State.
Love them at Ohio State at 14.5. At home, and if Ohio State gets up early, Wisconsin can't throw their way back into the
No,
game.
they're gonna have to run.
So they're gonna lose no matter what. So I love Ohio State at 14.5.
What do you think of 49.5 for the over/under?
I like it.
You like what of it?
I think both. I think Ohio State will put up 30, and I think Wisconsin will put up at least 20.
So let's do this one.
I think they'll
They
get 3 touchdowns.
average Wisconsin averaged 7.6 points allowed. Ohio State allows.
I know, and those games happen all the time. Like look at LSU, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the best defenses in the nation. They blow off each other.
Fair enough. I mean, Ohio State's letting up
Yeah.
under 100 rushing yards.
If I were to do it, I would take the over, but I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't touch that either.
I mean, I wouldn't touch it. I like the over.
I
Yeah,
like the
so
I like
do
the
I.
points though.
I'm gonna see what happens tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
while I'm coaching soccer. I'm gonna try to make a bet during the game.
Jesus.
I wouldn't say that out loud, but okay.
All right, next game that we have written down here: Oklahoma undefeated Heisman hopeful Jalen Hurts travels to Kansas State. They're minus 23.5 point favorite.
They'll cover that with no issue.
They're gonna struggle in the first half like they have the past couple of weeks, but yeah, they'll cover.
They're covering that with no issue.
doubt. I don't have a problem.
Kansas State sucks.
Kansas State's not good.
I would just go Oklahoma all day, every day.
Oklahoma, and I think that over at 59.5. I like the over too. I
It's at
think
59 on the FanDuel app.
regardless, 59.5. I like that regardless. I think Oklahoma comes up close to putting up 52 area. They'll let up a touchdown. They'll let up some stupid touchdown. But I think Oklahoma does the rest and covers the rest. So I like Oklahoma and the over.
I would just take Oklahoma here.
Yeah.
Over, under, just weird.
It's just a number. I like them in the over.
If I was going to do it, I would definitely do the over, I think.
Oklahoma puts up points.
I think anything below 16 when you talk about Oklahoma is
hard not
you have
to.
to take it. What do you think, Matthew?
Steal my thunder, guys. I would take the over as well.
The over under God.
And I don't like it.
Damn, CeeDee Lamb's got 10 touchdowns.
He's nice. Didn't he have 3 last week?
Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't realize Jalen Hurts has 705 on the ground for 10 touchdowns.
Yeah, all these teams suck, so he can run easily. All right,
Wow.
let's move on to the newly appointed ranked team, Appalachian.
They were ranked last week.
You're right. Last
I
week.
know they're new to the table though. Appalachian State goes to South Alabama minus 27.5. I'm taking Appalachian State. South Alabama, I believe, is 1-8 or 1-7. They suck.
1-6.
Yeah, they suck.
I like App State though.
App State can score.
South Alabama lets up over 400 yards a game. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Like that in the over.
And the over, I like the over too. 52. Appalachian State might cover that themselves.
Yeah.
I agree with that a lot. App State and the over. That sounds like a
Mhm.
consensus.
I love it.
Yeah, that's consensus right there. App State and the over.
App State, man, so
No
cool. We
consensus
talked
for
about
me.
that a lot last week. All right, next game, Pittsburgh dropped to a 4.5 point favorite over Miami at home. I love Pittsburgh. Fuck Miami. Oh, excuse my French. Screw Miami for what they did to us last week.
Georgia Tech was going to cover a spread sooner or later, but did it have to be last week? Did it have
Yes.
to be last week?
I picked Georgia Tech.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
Not to win.
Ah,
Why would I pick them to win?
Miami stunk. They stunk. And Pittsburgh actually plays really well at home. They really do play well at home. I like their quarterback. I think Miami's going to have to show up.
Such a frustrating thing for you two.
Dude, it's no point even talking about Miami. We just do it because we hope Pitt wins.
Yeah.
I took Pitt 5.5. I love Pitt in this game.
I like Pitt at home. Pitt's
Love
Pitt's
Pitt.
way better at home than they are on the road.
Mm-hmm. I love Pitt. We love Pitt.
We love Pitt.
Pitt, Pitt, Pitt. Pitt, Pitt, Pitt,
If
Pitt.
Miami wins this week, I will literally
I'm
go
done.
down there and blow their school up.
Wow.
That's aggressive.
That is aggressive.
I would edit that out, but we don't edit things, so.
It doesn't matter.
It's clearly
not
all
realistic.
hypothetical.
It's not realistic.
I'll be in Florida though.
Daniel ain't smart enough to.
I'll be in Florida in January though.
He can waddle.
But nowhere near Miami.
Daniel isn't even smart enough to create a bomb, so
Yikes.
That's rude.
he didn't get an education.
It's called YouTube. All right,
Yikes.
I doubt
let's
they would
move.
have it on YouTube.
Let's move on
Yikes.
next. Illinois travels to Purdue. Purdue's a -9.5 point favorite here. I don't get this. How is Illinois an underdog
They're
by that
terrible
much?
on the road.
They-
I don't care.
they are
Purdue
really
stinks
bad
this
on the
year.
road.
Okay, and
I stay away from the game. I
oh
don't know why you
no,
brought it
no,
up.
no, we are not staying away from this game.
And the over 56.
We're gonna touch this game, and I love Illinois at +10.
He wants to touch it, Ben.
Take the points.
I love Illinois.
Ben, he wants to touch it.
That's
I'm
fine.
reaching out.
You reach out, I'm reaching back.
I'm reaching right out, and I'm grabbing it. I
I'm not
love
getting
it.
I'm staying away. I'm staying away. I don't know enough about Purdue. Illinois plays well at home. They score. But, again, they're on the road now, so I stay away from it. There's better 12 o'clock games.
The only thing I'm worried is Illinois could cover, but then Purdue also could literally blow them out like they did Maryland.
Yeah.
Like 40-14.
That's why I'm staying far west.
So I am worried about that. But I'm still taking Illinois.
I love Illinois.
Wow.
Like I can't see Purdue winning by 10.
Oh, I could easily.
I can't.
But I shouldn't say love. I like Illinois, but I could see.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the Liberty Rutgers game? That's at the same time
we
as
weren't
it.
even
I was
finish
gonna
the Illinois
say-
game first.
Oh well, let's just finish the Illinois game first.
I'm just saying, I could easily see Purdue destroying them,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I could easily seeing it be a field goal game.
Yeah. That's why I'm just staying away. There's no reason to touch it.
So Daniel, get to your dumb game.
I love Liberty.
Liberty's what, 7.5 point favorite?
Yeah, I love
Mhm.
Liberty.
So many people told
I really like Rutgers.
Said nobody else.
plus or money line.
Plus, I think they could win outright here.
They could. It is a big time school going against a little tiny school.
I like Rutgers with the money, the points.
Plus 7.5. I think 7.5 for Liberty is way too much. I think it's way too much. I don't think Liberty's that good.
I mean, I stay away from it, but if I'm picking Liberty.
I'm not gonna touch it. I don't like the game, but
I actually might sprinkle some dust on this game. I really want to see Rutgers win. Like that's all I'm saying. I want to see Rutgers win.
It's not Howard. They won. They beat Howard. They win the first game of the year and lose every other game. That's what they've done the last 2 years now.
Okay, now I want them to beat Liberty.
It ain't gonna happen.
Hugh Freeze is the coach there.
enough
Mr.
with
uses the
coach.
phone at schools to talk to dirty little women.
Like it matters. They're at Liberty. Let's go Liberty. Next game.
I want Liberty.
Next game.
All right, let's
You
jump.
just said you wanted Rutgers.
Pick one.
Oh yeah, I want. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I
god,
want-
dude, get it together.
All right, let's jump to the 3 p.m. games.
3:30, but okay.
3:30 range.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of games on at 3.
Yeah, they stink. There's one game on
But
at 3.
3:30. I'm sorry. Auburn traveling to Death Valley. Minus 10.5 point favorites LSU. You cannot bet against LSU.
That's plain and simple. I agree 100%.
Like you have to throw.
Joe
You have to
Burrow
throw
is
money on
playing
this game.
out of his mind. Love LSU here.
Even if he doesn't do like that great, he'll still probably throw for 2 touchdowns.
Minimum.
And they have a good running game, and their defense is getting better every week.
Mm-hmm. No, I think Bo Nix is another game where he throws 2 to 3 picks.
What they do? They played Florida last week, right?
Who?
What they did to Florida at the end of the game was amazing defensively.
Who?
LSU.
They played Mississippi State last
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Then.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Mississippi State
Get
was
your
a
freaking
joke. They
weeks
couldn't move the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn came back and they did what they were supposed to do against Arkansas. They blew them out. But now you're going up against LSU at home.
And you couldn't even beat Florida.
There's no chance Auburn
You
wins
couldn't
this
even beat
game.
Florida.
I think LSU wins this by
Florida
14.
won. Beat Auburn by what? 7 points, right?
Something like that. But regardless, I love LSU here. They lost by 8.
Yeah. So
No,
you have
no.
to give
They lost by
LSU.
11, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to give LSU that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking LSU. This is that. That's my lock. That's one of my locks right there. LSU. That's one of my locks right there.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix throws 2 to 3
LSU.
picks in this game.
LSU's one of my locks right there. Actually, I'm gonna bet on that game right now as we talk. Matty, what do you think?
I don't like you. Like you said, I gotta go with the hot hand. They've covered every week so far. I'm taking LSU minus 10.5. I like LSU a lot.
I'm sorry for stealing your thunder. Matthew is, by the way, my younger brother. He hates when I steal his
And
thunder.
that's also not true. LSU is 5-2 against the spread.
Who'd they lose to?
5-2 against the spread.
Oh.
They're 7-0. 5-2.
No, yeah, against who? Who'd they lose to on the spread?
I don't know. It just says 5-2
I don't
against
know.
the spread.
I thought they were perfect this season.
I thought you were perfect, but you're not.
I know.
Are we all good?
Yeah.
They covered against Florida. They covered against Mississippi State. They covered against Utah. They covered against Vanderbilt.
I don't know, dude. I'm just looking at what the website
Wait,
says
Vanderbilt, they might. I think they
No,
were
they
30
definitely
points.
covered against Liberty. I bet on the game.
look. It says 5-2. ATS 5-2, wherever it is. Right there.
Wasn't it the first 2 games of the year?
I don't know.
Georgia Southern. Oh, they didn't cover Texas.
Yeah, they did.
No, I was 11.5.
I took a live line.
Yeah, you're all about this.
Yeah,
I'm the
their-
king of live
Their
lines.
thing was 11.5 when the game
I won
right?
$80
It
on
was
live
double
lines
digits.
last night.
And they only won by 6.
Yeah.
Or no, it's 8.
Regardless, they didn't cover.
I hate you so much.
All right, let's move on. This game is actually probably one of the biggest games of the week, just because of the hype surrounding Penn State. Penn State travels to Michigan State as a -5 favorite. I love Penn State here. I love Penn State.
Coming in as one of my locks.
I think
of the
Michigan's
week.
100 times better than Michigan State.
I love Penn State. One of my locks of the week is Penn State -5.
Well, I'm glad we don't have a consensus, Quake, because I love Michigan State at home with their defense +6, and I take the under at 43.5.
They didn't score a single point against Wisconsin.
Wisconsin would destroy both these teams. And they
Wisconsin would
already
not destroy Penn State.
did.
Penn State cannot.
At home, Wisconsin?
What? Michigan State can't play offense.
Okay, but their defense is that good.
Their defense blows.
The
Now.
defense was good at the beginning.
It was good at the beginning of the season. Now it blows. Dude, they got rolled by Wisconsin.
Okay, well,
Wisconsin got rolled by Illinois.
We'll see. They didn't get rolled. They lost by 1 point.
They should get rolled. That's the embarrassment of losing to a team like
okay,
that.
we'll see.
I mean, look, they let up 38, 34. They let up 31 points to Indiana.
Indiana's a good team.
Indiana's not a...
That's my parlay
They're a
right
team.
now.
They put up
LSU,
31 points
They're a good
against
team.
supposedly this good of a defense?
They're
Penn
good.
State should put up 40.
We'll see.
I'm
I like them
parlaying
at home.
the LSU and Penn State game right now.
But yeah, that's one of my locks of the week, though, is Penn State -5.
Just made the bets. Boom. All right. What do you guys think about the over though? Over that's 43.
I just said under.
Oh, okay.
I stay
I don't get
away.
it. My
Literally
apologies.
just said it.
My apologies.
I stay away, but if I'm going for it, I agree with Matthew. I do like the under.
Cool. All right. This is another big game. TCU's bringing out new jerseys for this game.
Stop
I don't know
saying
how I
that. I
feel
hate
about
that
the
you
jersey.
keep
I wasn't
saying
huge.
that.
I like the helmets. The
I
rest
hate
of
that
the
you keep
jersey I was
saying
off.
that.
You always have to talk about New Jersey games.
No, it means nothing.
It's like Oregon. They just have like different.
All right, you're gonna go on for
That's
20 minutes. I'm
everywhere.
just gonna say Texas there.
I like
Texas is
at
minus 1 point favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I
agree.
love Texas. Yeah.
I like Texas at 1 as well.
Daniel, go
I'm actually
on.
gonna bet.
Go on
the game right
about the friggin' jerseys now.
now. They're dope.
I know you'll
They're
go on for
okay.
40 minutes. I still haven't seen them, and I don't want to. I'll see them on Saturday.
Matte black, matte purple, a little bit of orange.
There you go.
Nothing special. I feel like they say all these jerseys all the time, and they actually never wear them. They're just kind of like there.
All right, moving on. Still in the 3:30 time slot. Maryland at Minnesota. Minnesota's
My team, Minnesota.
Minnesota-
Love Minnesota.
Minnesota's undefeated for the first time since they won the national championship.
I think this is an easy pick.
They're
here.
16.5 point favorite here.
And I think this is an easy pick. I think they win the game by 21.
I love Minnesota.
I think Maryland's just that
I'm
bad.
from Minnesota.
I love Minnesota.
I just think Maryland's that bad. Minnesota wins this game by 21. I agree. Minnesota all the way. All the way.
I'm from Minnesota,
You're from Chalfont.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but Minnesota. Absolutely.
I don't like. Maryland stinks. I don't even care about
They do
Maryland.
stink.
Who they lose to last week?
Some
It was
teams.
a close game. It was Indiana.
Indiana, yes, because I remember
We were
watching
watching
it. Yeah. Sad, Matthew. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
You didn't cover the bet.
Yes, I did. There's a
You-
push.
That's
Remember?
That's not covering.
It's better than losing.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know why you're always digging at me.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
You're always going for low blows.
I did laugh though at the game last night.
I don't know why. I
The
didn't
Houston
think-
game. That
I
made
didn't
me
think it was that
laugh.
funny.
It wasn't funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
Houston blew it, or SMU blew it.
Alright. Let's move on to the next game. Oklahoma State travels to Iowa State. Iowa State's minus 10.5-point favorite
Iowa State and the over.
of 63.5.
Iowa State and the over.
That's a lot of points.
That's where I'm at with that. Iowa State definitely would sprinkle the over.
That's a lot of points, mate.
Oklahoma State's given up over 40 points in their last 3 games. Iowa State can score. I think there's going to be a lot of points put up in this game. Love Iowa State. Like the over. That's where I'm at with that. Probably buy it down to 10
I'm not
points.
even gonna look at this game. I don't like it.
I love it.
Talk about it.
Iowa State. I love it.
Talk about it.
I don't like it. I love it.
You love it.
Oklahoma State is terrible on the road.
Mhm.
They're brutal.
Mhm.
They had,
Brutal.
they had a chance last week to become relevant, and they blew it.
Mhm.
You blew
What do you think
it.
about the over-under, though?
That is a lot of points. You know what, though? I love the over.
Look at that. Consensed. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I think there's just going to be a lot of points scored. Iowa State wins the game
Yeah,
by
I
at
could
least
see, like,
14.
45, 20 something.
Iowa State's going to win the game by at least 14.
Oklahoma State, though, they put up a lot of points and yards, too, so I could see a shootout.
South Carolina. I see that South Carolina game. What you were talking about.
What?
That they're only -2 against East Carolina. East Carolina is awful.
South Florida, dude.
So,
South Florida. That's what I meant.
I love South Florida.
I agree.
Why do you always gotta jump ahead?
I'm not.
No, you are.
It's the app.
No, you know what?
And stop using that. We said we're going by time slot.
We are. That's
No,
at
we're not.
That's at 3:45.
There's nothing on 3:30.
No, we're done.
We're not done, whatever.
I have the last one right here. Syracuse travels to Florida State. Florida State's a 10.5-point favorite.
I don't like this game at all. I don't even.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
Not
I
one
hate
bit.
it.
Not one bit.
That's a lot of points.
I would
and
take
I think both
Syracuse.
teams stink.
I would take.
Stop
Syracuse.
taking Syracuse.
I
They
take.
stink.
I take.
Especially on the road, I wouldn't touch Syracuse.
I think that coach from Florida State gets fired.
Probably. They
Dude.
stink.
Oh my god, that's so many
All right.
points.
Any other three?
Thinking about it though, that's so
That's
many
a ton of
points.
points. Yeah.
10. I think I would agree with you, but I wouldn't touch this game.
I know. Of course not. No. Unless
I'd
I'm
say-
desperate.
I think it's gonna be like
Unless I'm desperate for a win.
6-6 at halftime or something.
So you're saying the first half under?
Yeah, I don't think these
A
two teams.
boring game.
I think these two teams' offenses are brutal.
Boring game.
I think it's gonna be a terrible game, but I don't know what
I
to
could see
do.
that happening.
I agree.
Like the Thursday night football game.
That was horrible. That game was so embarrassing to watch.
What, Pitt, Syracuse?
No, the Vikings game last night.
Oh,
It was 6-6 at one point. All right, let's move to the 4 p.m. slide. There's a couple games that we can rattle off real quick. Good old Dukies heading to UNC. UNC's a -3.5-point favorite.
Can't wait till this basketball game happens.
I loved Virginia Tech last week. I picked them. I bet on them. It was great. I won money from Virginia Tech. 6 over. Was it 6? It was 6 overtime.
Oh yeah, we were watching
6
that.
That was
overtime.
great.
Dude, that was awesome.
that was
That was
exhilarating.
awesome. And then Duke got utterly embarrassed by Virginia.
I think UNC rolls here.
I agree.
I love Duke at +3.
I think UNC rolls here.
I don't think they roll.
I think they win by a touchdown. I wouldn't say roll.
I think they'll win.
Hawaii.
UNC.
Hawaii's off the
I
island, but
hate
they're
that you
favorites
guys
by 10
talk
points
about Hawaii.
against New Mexico.
You
New
know, I'm
Mexico's
going to rate
awful.
this Duke game.
I was
now.
forced into betting against Hawaii, and I thank that a lot, thanks to a flip of a coin last week. And that was great for me.
I feel like you stole me a beer from the night.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like it.
It's not true. I lost a coin flip, and I won money. It's fantastic.
No, we had done a coin flip before, and you were supposed to get me a beer.
All right, on that note.
All right. On
what
that
else?
note, let's jump to the next one. South Carolina is heading to Tennessee. South Carolina is a minus 4.5 point favorite.
Love South Carolina.
I agree with him. I think Tennessee stinks.
They're terrible.
Tennessee stinks. Stick to basketball. They just got some recruit in. Who cares?
5-star point guard.
Yeah, who cares? Tennessee, you stink at football. Stick to basketball. I don't know what you do in other sports. Stick to basketball.
When was the last time they were relevant in football?
Couldn't tell you.
Manning.
When
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara was there.
They weren't really that relevant.
Yeah, they weren't
then.
that good though. They were decent.
They were okay. They weren't. But they weren't like a top team. They weren't ranked. But yeah,
Alright.
no, I like South Carolina.
All right, and then last game we gotta talk about it. Arkansas is traveling to Alabama. Alabama's a minus 32 point.
Tua.
I don't know how they even cover 32 points here. I don't care how bad Arkansas is. They have the number 1 running back in the SEC.
Yeah, but then you're also going up against Alabama's defense.
Yeah,
stay
but
away
you're
from this game.
asking the quarterback to
I
score
stay-
over 40 points.
Again, I stay away from this game.
Oh no, I love Arkansas.
Plus the point.
Plus the
love
points.
plus 32. I'd love it.
I agree. I would have to take that. Against that quarterback, no way.
Love the points at plus 32.
I stay away.
Just
from
like
this
another
game
Illinois
entirely.
thing. If you think about it, kind of identical records.
Yeah.
You know, except Wisconsin had their quarterback, Alabama doesn't.
Wisconsin doesn't have a
Two is
quarterback.
garbage anyway.
I'm telling you right now, someone's throwing money on Arkansas right now.
I bet you they are. 100%.
Yeah. Especially
It's smart
especially with the
because what
points.
are they? Plus what?
32.
No,
Doesn't even give you- doesn't even give
Money
you
line
one.
plus
Oh.
2,000.
$10 to win 200.
That's kind of tempting. For me, even that's tempting.
Yeah. $1 to win 20.
Exactly, $1. Woo!
All right.
That's a good one. I like that one.
All right, let's move on to the 7 p.m. slot.
Okay.
First game, I just want to see what game I want to talk about first. Let's talk
We
about.
just talked about 7 o'clock.
Let's
slot.
talk about Central. Yeah, but no one really cares about the Alabama Arkansas game. This is a game though that a lot of people are talking about.
So this started at 9.5, I believe, if I recall correctly.
Central
I thought it was
Florida.
Maybe it was 10.
Central Florida is traveling to Philadelphia to play Temple. Central Florida is a minus 11 point favorite. Temple, remember,
I know it's gone up.
beat Memphis at home.
Give me the points. Temple plus 11. Temple plus 11 at home. Some team has to win in that stadium, and it's going to be Temple. They might bring an upset, but I don't think they get blown out. If they lose, it's going to be by a touchdown. I really do like Temple plus 11.
I mean, if they lose by 12, that's not really a blowout.
Again,
True.
I think Temple plus 11 is where I'm sitting at this. I don't know how you guys feel, but I really do like Temple plus 11.
I hate Temple.
But they're home.
I know, but I
They
still
play
hate
good at
them.
home.
They play really well.
I
at
love
home.
Central Florida. They're clicking.
No, they're not. They've been bad.
They've been terrible this season.
Kidding
They
me?
have 2 losses, so what? You really think they were going to win without the quarterback from last year?
They're the
Well,
undisputed
no,
champs.
obviously not.
Dude, the kid's freshman. You didn't think they were going to win. I didn't even think they were going to go undefeated.
I really like Temple.
That kid's still recovering from his knee. He's like had 105
Okay, so they've
surgeries.
only won one road game this year.
UCF against UConn.
No, FAU.
Uh,
They were home against UConn.
well, that's pretty much a home game.
They lost against Cincinnati on the road, and they lost at Pitt on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Temple.
gotta take- I gotta
Just
take-
from that, I'm
I gotta
taking
take
Temple.
I gotta take Temple.
No, Daniel, you know.
Now you're switching. You're all over UCF.
I
And
was
just
slobbing.
like that. Just like that. Just.
You also have to
like-
think about how they played on the road. They played terrible on the road. They played awful at Pitt. Even though they scored 34 points, they did not look good at
No.
all. And they blew that game they were up.
Defense looked awful.
Yeah, I think Temple at home is just a different team.
They are.
play well in Philly.
Skook City.
Yikes.
All right,
Such a bad city.
good old Boston College is traveling to Clemson. Clemson's minus 35.
I stay away from this game.
I can't see Boston College losing by 35 points.
Yeah, neither could I.
Like, I'd have to throw money on Boston College here.
I would throw money.
That's a
on,
lot of points.
I throw
to beat
money on the
Boston.
Boston.
Wait, it's
Boston College
35 or
team under.
34?
What?
Is it 35 or 34?
35 right now.
Oh well. Okay.
I throw money on the Boston College team under, whatever that might be.
Let me give it to you. On
I don't think they score more than 14 points in the game.
12 over under.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going over that.
You think so?
Yeah, they'll score 2 touchdowns.
They're going to be right around that. I really don't think
What was
they
it?
get a
You
second
said 12 and a half?
touchdown. Yeah.
I would
12.
take that.
No, it's just
Or
straight 12.
12 flat.
12 flat.
I mean, they blew out. We were all over them last week. They blew out NC State.
I was all over them. All over them.
They blew out NC State. I mean,
Louisville's a good team. They only lost by 2 to Louisville.
Yeah,
Clemson
where though?
Wake is a good
Where
team.
did they lose to Louisville?
At Louisville.
Thank you.
Clemson won
They
by,
lost 2 week
Clemson
at
won by
home.
35
Wake's a
at
good
Louisville.
team, though. I called that game, by the way. And they lost to Kansas. Kansas all of a sudden just came alive.
Kansas blew them out
Where?
at Kansas.
And at
Boston
Boston
College.
College.
If I have to pick,
I can't see them.
I'm
I can't
gonna
see
take-
Clemson winning by that 35.
Nah, they'll win by like 21 or
They
24.
beat Louisville by 35.
mhm,
That's probably why.
Boston College is a little bit better of a
They
team than
beat
Louisville.
Actually, never mind. I'm not even gonna touch this.
I
one.
am.
Stay away.
I love
I
it.
saw Clemson's scores. I can't believe Clemson's being pushed down to 4,
They stink.
but they haven't played anyone. That's the issue with the ACC. You're not playing anyone.
Well, not only that,
Louisville's not that good. FSU's not good. UNC's not that great.
Oh,
Syracuse ain't that great.
they put up only 50 points on.
The hardest game was against Texas A&M, and Texas A&M stinks.
They put up 50 points on Charlotte. Other than that, they're right around 40, 45 points. You look at Oklahoma; they're putting up points like it's nothing. Jalen Hurts has,
Clemson
I
ain't
believe,
clicking.
30 total touchdowns.
Clemson just hasn't played anymore.
Yeah.
That's his shit. I'm not touching the game.
I stay far away from the game. I probably won't even watch the game, honestly. I'll watch the game we're going to talk about next.
All right. Let's go to the big house. Notre Dame's traveling to Michigan. Notre Dame's a 1-point favorite now on the FanDuel.
Oh,
app.
jump the
Wow,
jump
Notre Dame's
the
a 1-point
flop.
favorite now?
They
Wow.
were at +1 when
Dude,
I did
yeah,
my
I
picks
took
last
them at
night.
plus
They're actually
one.
even at the Las Vegas place
Yeah.
that ESPN uses, and now they're
I
a 1-point
took
favorite
Notre Dame
on
at plus
on
one.
FanDuel.
I did my picks last night. I did Notre Dame
And
at
plus
+1.
one,
But I'll still take Notre
yeah.
Dame -1.
Buddy. Oh yeah, Michigan stinks.
Mm-hmm.
They're brutal.
Michigan's embarrassing. John Harbaugh.
And Notre Dame got 2 of their better players back. They got
John
running
Harbaugh said last week, this will be our finest hour. What? To lose by 7 at Penn State? Good job, John. Good job, man.
I thought they ended up playing well though. After the first quarter, I thought they played better than Penn State.
Don't get me.
But Penn State's defense is still extremely hard to score that many points.
Penn State's good, man.
Like you can't. It's hard to score 4 touchdowns against Penn State,
I agree.
and that's what they need. They need 4 and 5 touchdowns to win.
Yeah, and I think Notre Dame's a better
The
team.
blown
than Michigan.
coverage by Michigan early. Blown coverage.
KJ Hamler burnt their corners.
Oh my god,
Burnt.
dude! He ran straight up the middle half the time on them.
Mm-hmm. KJ Hamler, I think, is going to be good.
Dude, literally,
Slot
they
back.
were just playing schoolyard football. Just run straight. You're the fastest kid. Run.
Mhm.
Just run. That's literally what they're playing.
Quick double move at the line and go.
I don't know. This is going to be... Notre Dame hasn't played anyone recently that, says, wow, this is good competition. Michigan's been playing everyone hard every week. USC is good, but Notre Dame at rank number 9, you should probably beat USC by more than 3. They played Bowling Green. The last... they almost beat Georgia. But Georgia lost. I'm trying to make all this work. Virginia's no longer ranked.
I like Notre Dame. I don't care what you say.
I
like Notre Dame.
really like Michigan. They've had a hard schedule.
I think
They
this
beat
doesn't-
Iowa 10-3. They only gave up 3 points to Iowa.
Iowa's a
I was
horrible
impressed.
offense.
I was impressed.
Horrible offense.
They destroyed Illinois. Destroyed
Where was it?
at Illinois.
Okay, good for them.
And then they could have beat PSU at Penn State.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Didn't happen. Pushed on my
I
bet.
really like Michigan here.
Like them all you want, dude.
Everything's
we
just
don't
saying
have to-
Michigan.
We don't have to agree
The
on
points
everything.
changing like this, now they're the underdogs.
No, the line changing should tell you Notre Dame.
That's
No,
where
that's
everybody-
just telling me people are
where
betting on Notre
everybody's
Dame.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah, where their
Someone
mindset
threw
is.
huge money on them. Well, I like to do things different.
Yeah, when you
Lose. So.
I don't lose. I still have a lot of money in my account. Thank you very much.
Oh,
All right, let's move to the 10 o'clock games now.
You skipped the 7:30 of Arizona State UCLA.
Oh, I didn't know you guys wanted to talk about that.
Well, ASU's only a 3-point favorite at UCLA.
I know
That
it's dropped a
scares
ton.
me.
I know.
It dropped a ton.
I don't know why.
I think you started at 6.
That scares me. That's why I love
like
Arizona
UCLA.
I was
State.
gonna say I kind of want to stay with Arizona State.
It scares me. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I'm not
But
touching
it
the
makes
game.
me feel great.
I'm not
but it
touching
makes
the
me
game.
feel awesome.
I'm not touching the game.
Oh, I would.
exhilarating.
I would reach out and grab it.
Yeah, I mean, my fingers gonna be all over
Nope,
it.
not like that.
Nope, it's all right here. That's where I'm at with it, though.
I'm not touching it.
Arizona State. All right, let's move to the 10 o'clock hour.
All
There.
right, Cal traveling to Utah.
Utes.
Utah's a minus 20.5 point favorite.
Utes. Cal's nothing without their quarterback.
Oh man. Dude.
Oh my God, the over/under is 36.5.
Yeah, and they're supposed to win by 20.
Yikes. Yikes. I did not. Wow. I don't care. Utah, over. That's where I'm at. Utes in the over. Over's not real. I'm not really fond of it, but like Utes, okay on the over. What do you think over there, Sunshine?
Cal against Utah. Wow, that's a lot of points. At home, though. Yeah, you know what?
I mean, at home they put up 52 against
Yeah, I
Oregon
was about
State.
to say they destroyed someone last week.
No, they beat 21-3 at Arizona State. At Arizona State. No, at home. Sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of destroying them. I like that. And Arizona State's a little bit better.
What do you think of the 36.5 over
what?
under?
For what?
Over under for the game.
36 for Utah and Cal?
Yeah,
Oh my God, over.
Cal can't score.
I think Utah scores.
Oh my God. Gotta write that down.
I think Utah does the scoring.
That's a lot of points.
I mean, they put up 17 twice. They put up 17 against Arizona State without their quarterback. You know? Granted, they've lost their last 3, but I love Utah, though. They're going to cover. They're going to cover both.
I think you definitely go the over.
Yes, easily.
It's a sucker not to take the over. Just as it's by itself, though. Don't put it in a parlay because it could screw you. Sprinkle it by
Oh
itself.
no, you put it right in that parlay.
Oh, right out.
Right in it.
All right.
You put it right in that parlay, and you were confident that's gonna hit.
I'm there. I'm done.
Because it
It's
will
in.
hit.
I'm
All
done.
right, let's
It's
go
in.
to the last.
At halftime, it's gonna be 21-20.
At halftime, it'd be 21-0.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the last game. Washington State's traveling to Oregon. Oregon's a minus 14 point favorite.
Go
what
Ducks.
they did
Go Ducks.
to Washington, I was so impressed with.
Go Ducks.
I love Oregon here.
Go Ducks. They're gonna blow them out.
Over 67.5. 67.
That's a lot of points. That is a lot of points.
These two teams can score.
I know.
I think it goes over. It might be like 50-40 at the end of this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a 42-35.
I think it goes
I think it's
over.
like a touchdown. Oh no, it's gotta be 2 touchdowns. Yikes. 42-28. That's no cover yet.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah, it does. Sure. But no, I think Oregon and that might sprinkle. Maybe I'll sprinkle the Utah over and the Oregon over together in a parlay. Sprinkle those two together. What do you think over there, King?
Sure.
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 All right, Slugger. What's your lock of the week?
No, you.
You. He already said
You.
his.
Hey,
Matthews.
You want me to
What's
go
Matt-
first this time?
What's
You already
Matthew's
said
lock?
I
it.
always
there?
go last.
He already said his.
Oh,
Mine's
that's...
Penn State. Yours
So
is
technically
what?
you're going last.
Yours
Okay.
is what?
Perfect.
LSU.
His is LSU.
So I again have 4 locks of the week.
Yikes.
4
Hold on,
locks.
Let me
of...
write these down.
I might have to sprinkle one more in now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking right now too. Actually.
Do you want to take a second before you go in and pick your locks if we want to sprinkle one in real quick?
That's fine.
All right, you know what? Then this will be my second one. I'll go with 2 this week. Penn State -5, Temple +11.
Wow.
Going back with
Hometown
Temple.
hero.
Temple +11.
And then Daniel, you can write yours down. I have 4 again. You know what? Yeah, we'll stay with 4.
Should I throw a third one in there?
It's up to you.
Yeah, why not? Oklahoma -23.5. 3. Done. There we are.
Oh, sorry, I have 5 starts, so I have 5 sips. I have 5 this week.
Yikes. Getting a little aggressive there, are we?
Hold on, we're just looking here.
Yeah.
Matthew, is there any other games though that you've looked at that are not your locks,
Talk about real quick.
or any other games that you had talked?
That I wrote down that I want to talk about?
Yeah.
Yes. We didn't talk about 10-15 Utah State going into Air Force at 3.5. I love Air Force.
I like that.
Missouri going into Kentucky. I love Kentucky at +10. Tulane, Saturday.
Kentucky doesn't have a quarterback.
Okay.
They're on their.
Missouri stinks away. And you saw that in the first game of the season at Wyoming.
Yeah, but
you
that's
saw it
different.
last week
That's different.
against Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt's not a bad team.
Vanderbilt's not a good team.
It's not a bad team.
All right, shut up. I'm going to just roll on without you talking. Saturday, 3:30, Tulane going into Navy. I love Navy at 3.5.
I agree.
Saturday, 7 o'clock, Memphis going to Tulsa. I love Memphis at -10.
100% agree with that.
Saturday, 3:30, Central Michigan going into Buffalo. I love Buffalo at -2.5. Saturday, 3:30, FAU going into Old Dominion. I love FAU at -13. Saturday, 7:30, Colorado State versus Fresno State. I love Fresno State at 14.5.
I knew that was coming. Wait, -14.5, right? Yeah.
Saturday, 8 o'clock, LA La Tech going to
Oh, you're all about the
La Tech going
like
to
La Tech.
UTEP. I love them at -20.5.
I love La
Love the
Tech.
La Tech.
And
I
then
love La Tech.
I haven't talked about my 5 locks.
I love La Tech.
You sprinkling anything else in there, Daniel?
I'm actually still looking because I was listening to him. I love La Tech.
Love La Tech.
I'm actually gonna go with one more lock.
I swear to God, if you take one of my games, I'm gonna kill you. Go,
I'm
talk. I swear to God,
Just do it.
just do it.
taking UNC -3.5.
Okay. Matthew's on the other side of that anyway.
Yeah, so I don't even care.
That's a good basketball rivalry too. It's
Yeah.
the same way for basketball. We're UNC, he's Duke.
Mm-hmm.
That's just some good family fun there, Cotton.
I just think Duke will cover. I don't think they'll win. I think it will
I
be
think
like
they
another
lose.
field goal.
I think they lose by 7.
I think it will be another game like last week. It might go to overtime.
6 times.
Well, not like that. You know, Virginia Tech only won by 2. I think it could end
They
like
only
that.
had a choice to win by 2.
Well, that's also true. That's also very true.
All right, Slugger, let's hear him.
Are you done? Looking
I'm
through.
done.
He's done.
I'm done. I said my last one. UNC.
Okay, so I have 5 this week. 5 games, and I'm going to go in order by the times. Saturday, 12 o'clock. Bowling Green going into Western Michigan. I love Western Michigan at -27.5. I know it is. That's a lot of points. Saturday, they screwed me last week, but I'm going against them this week. Southern Miss going into Rice. Southern Miss is a 10-point favorite. Take it, 10 points.
Oh, Rice. Yeah. They can't get that win.
Okay, so 2 at 3:30. 3:30 Saturday, 3:30. UConn going into UMass. Both teams are 1-6. Terrible teams. I'm taking UMass at +10. UConn should never be a 10-point favorite anywhere in this country.
Fair enough. Where they at?
UConn's going into University.
In UMass.
UMass.
Okay.
Saturday, 3:30. Florida International is going into Middle Tennessee. They're a 2.5 favorite. I love Florida International.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last game, 3:45 Saturday. USF 2.5 point favorite going in East Carolina. I love it.
A lot of people are on East Carolina, man.
I know.
East Carolina stinks.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
So those are Matthew's locks of the week.
All right.
It's a lot.
So we had a good week last week. Hopefully we'll have another good week.
Hopefully, yeah.
Stay hot. Some good vibes.
Enjoy your time picking. Yep, good vibes as always.
Good vibes
Always
to
though,
everybody.
be responsible gambling. All right, but enjoy it. Thank you. We'll be back next week. Hopefully Thursday or Friday. Talk about week 10, and maybe we might sprinkle in some rankings because I thought the college football player was supposed to come out week 8
No, next week.
next week. So hopefully we'll talk about that a little bit. But anyway, best of luck and enjoy.